Yeah, wouldn't you know it, as soon as I left the house, it started raining. Anyway, I'm headed out to Barr Cemetery today. This is an old cemetery back in the woods. It's on state game lands, and it's at the end of a dead-end road. So there won't be much hiking, but I guess that's good the way it's starting to rain here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get out of the truck. But anyhow, I'm going to go to Sheets in Blairsville. Then I'm going to head up over the mountain, and we're going to go back to Barr Cemetery. So we'll see you after bed. Okay guys, this is pretty much Barr Cemetery Road. It's mostly used for state game land access, I think, and it just goes back here to a dead end, probably a mile or so, and that's where the old cemetery's at. Okay, the road just goes down there a little bit farther, and then it comes to a dead end. It's gated off near an old power line. So we're going to park here, and you can see over there where it looks mowed. That's kind of the entrance to the old cemetery. We're going to go down there and check things out. Okay guys, looks like maybe there's 20 or so graves here. That's pretty much the whole cemetery right here. And here's some really old little stones that aren't legible anymore. You can't really read what's on them. There's a really old one. It looks like it was maybe just made from an old piece of sandstone, and it must have had a date and stuff carved on it, but it's weathered over the years and it's kind of gone. There's another one. There's a little stone here. I can't really see what's on it. And we got one here, it's kind of covered in lilies. Back here next to the woods, seems like there's some that's might be a little more legible. We'll check them out. Here's one that's just a stone. Can't really see any inscriptions on that one. Now, I do know there's stones here that date back to the 1700s. And you know it's a long time ago. Here's one that's 1770. Looks like 1850 or 62. And this says Samuel Barr on it. And you know that was a long time ago. Move down to this next one here. Kind of an odd shaped. That's Mary Barr. 1855, 1862. Here's another bar here. 1812, 1875. Thomas Barr. Pretty interesting. Let's see what's over this way. There's Lavina Jane, the mother, wife of C.W. Clausen. And this must be Mr. Clausen right here beside her. It says Isaiah, son of D.B. and something or another Lute, 1862 to 1888. And right beside it, here's one that's not legible, excuse me. And down this way we have a few more. See what they are. Okay, this is the view, kind of looking across the road from the cemetery. I know years ago it was in the winter time and the weeds weren't so high. I found an old foundation down in there, so I just assume it's from the old Barr farm that the cemetery is named after. I'm not going to go down in there today because it's just so weedy and everything, and ticks are so bad this year. Of course, they have been the last several years. There's some old, looks like old grapevines over here. It's kind of cool. Anyway, might walk around a little bit here. Not too much, boys. It's ever humid. It looks like it's going to rain again too. Okay, guys, there's the end of the road. I remember back in the 80s when we had our Jeep. Me and Linda used to drive through there, and we was able to drive clear from Penview Mountain, clear down in behind Black Lick. It's A hell of a good ride. The sky looks dark back that way. That's towards the west. And there's Taco. I'm a little cockeyed there, ain't I? I know where there's another cemetery. I think it's older than this one. And it's not very well maintained. It's back in the woods on another game lands up behind Black Lake, but it's about a mile walk to get to it. And I'm not going there today, but maybe I will some other day. And we'll go check that out. I think it's called Palmer Cemetery, but I'm not sure because I know there was a lot of Palmer graves in there. And about 5 years ago, I was there, and you could only see like maybe 1 or 2 graves. But since then, somebody went in there and cleaned it up a little bit, and there's a lot more graves in there than I realized. So we're going to take about walk back there one of these days. But today, right now, it's just like the rain is coming and going, and it's so dang humid. When that sun comes out, it just cooks you. So I'm going to conclude this adventure, and like I always say, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.